Hey guys, Kairu here from the Vetramuhn Wolfpack YouTube page, and today I am going to be talking about my Thereotypes, and a couple other pack members are also doing this. I'm a Polytherian as of just recently. I haven't always been, but recently over the last couple weeks. And so I'm going to talk about all my Thereotypes. So my first one, and the one that represents me in this pack, is my Red Wolf Coyote Red Coat Husky cross. So she basically looks like, I don't even know, my picture on the website page. And she gets the blue eyes from the husky and the red coat from the red wolf and the husky, but she gets her vocals, like the vocals I have are more coyote, and that's where I get them from. It's from the coyote. And also I'm a little bit smaller, like not a lot smaller, but like a little bit smaller than a regular wolf, which is a mix of the dog and the coyote. So yeah, and that one's name is obviously Kairu, because that's my regular name as a Therian. So then my next one in line, the second most prominent, is Athari, and Athari is a snow leopard, a silverish snow leopard. Like some of them are dark gray or dark brownish gray. She's got a white underbelly and stuff like normal one, but she's like a silvery gray, and she has like silver eyes also to go with it. And she's my second most prominent Thereotype. I seem to shift slightly with her a little more often than the other ones, with Kairu being the most prominent. So here's the next one. The next one is Ramos. And Ramos, I'm not really sure what breed of bird Ramos is, but he looks like a crow, and like a white crow or white raven, but he has black feathers on the 3 or 4 first feathers from the top of his wing, like the furthest outstretched part. He also has black tipped feathers on his tail, a couple black feathers on his chest, and black around his eye, but he looks like a crow. So if anybody knows what kind of bird that might be, please let me know. Or if that's actually a variation of crow that's possible, or raven that's possible. And I found out he was a guy because at first the name that came to mind was Ray, but when I further meditated, I just got the feeling of a male from him. So I'm guessing he's a male, and the rest of the name that came to mind is Ramos. So yeah. And the last official Thereotype that I have is an Italian Greyhound, which is why another reason I wear the collar besides the husky that's in the wolf. And she is all black. Her name is Dessa. She's all black except she has a snip coming from the tip of her nose up, and it stops like between her eyes, and then she has another one right on her forehead that's just a thin little dash. Her eyes are brown, and her back left paw, it's hard to think with dogs, but her back left paw is white, and she also has a small little, like, couple centimeter long tip that is white on her tail also. And yeah, so that's my other Thereotype. And then a possible Thereotype that I'm thinking about, I had a dream a couple years ago that I was sitting outside on the swing at my grandparents' house, and it was really foggy outside, and I looked over towards the road, or where the driveway is, toward that area, and I saw out of the fog started forming these horses, and they were barreling towards me, and I got up and I just walked over a little bit, and I stood there and I stared at them. And as they kept coming, they started running around me, and then one of them stopped in front of me while the other horses were running around me and stared at me for a while, just like straight, just like we just looked into each other's eyes for a while. And then he reared up, and I fell backwards out of like fear, kind of. Not fear like, oh my god, I'm gonna die because this horse is gonna kill me, but when he reared up, he almost like hit me in the face. So it was like whoosh, so I like fell back. And also when he reared up, there was a strong, powerful wind that came from him and kind of pushed me down also. And he had big brown eyes, and when he came down onto his legs, there was still horses running around me. It seemed like an endless amount of horses, and then he just jumped over me and left. And by the time I turned around, the last couple horses were vanishing, and as they hit the trees, as they were like getting to the trees, they just into fog, like fog clouds. And it's a really vivid dream, and I've remembered it ever since. And yeah, so that's another possible theorytype, but I'm not certain. So yeah, those are my theorytypes. Thank you for watching, and I can't wait to see everybody else's videos. And you guys can comment your theorytypes below. I would love to hear what they are. Thanks for watching, and I hope you're enjoying every video you watch on the Vetramuhn YouTube page.